Wanted evolution for the channel. Meet Evolution 10700 Forces. You had the fastest evolution in the post-Soviet countries, is that true?
Third in the world.
Guys, we started filming Japanese cars on our channel over a year ago. Guys, you asked, wrote, wanted Evo, wanted fresh, wanted powerful and very fast. Get Evo 10, worth $80,000, 6 seconds from 100 to 200, and now everything is in order. So, Roman, the owner of this car, already appears in our frame. Roma, hello.
Hello everyone, hello Sergey.
We already had this car on the channel, now we will show the insert and show where. Roma, let's go. I have already told our viewers that the car accelerates in about 6 seconds, costs $80,000 and is, in principle, a technological car. Tell us more.
Well, first of all, thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for coming.
I'm always glad to visit you. Listen, it's always been a dream, since the time when the Fast and the Furious appeared, when there was the game Need for Speed and everything else, there was a dream of the Japanese real JDM style, and it was in the style of Need for Speed. This is my 4th evolution in a row.
What were they?
I prefer 10s, I also had an 8, that is, 3 10s and 1 8. I bought this car by selling 2 Evolution. Why? Because a cool project was originally built in Ukraine. This is generally the second car in Ukraine, which was officially sold by a dealer in 2008. My friend bought it, straight from the seat, I think, when the exhibition was held there for the 8th year. Exhibition, yes, and everything else. On the Capital Highway, he bought the car from there, and immediately began to build. Max built it. On the 35th Garrett, she was going fast enough. SERDJIO built it together with Atomic, but a very long time ago.
SERDJIO Bilic couldn't build Evolution, well because he is an enemy of this brand.
Yes.
Because SERDJIO Bilic, the owner of the fastest, probably, Subaru on the territory, if not on our continent, but on the post-Soviet territory for sure. And I know that Subaru and Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution are eternal competitors.
That's for sure.
But, here he stepped aside with his ambitions and still helped in this project.
I bought a ready-made project and then successfully ruined it, as is often the case.
Ditched it how?
Well, the engine exploded.
Was it detonation?
It was a big boost, the turbine was at almost 3 bars, the engine was 35 turbo.
It's very nice, we are similar, yes. I have had the same moments.
I bought a car, I hadn't had such a powerful machine before. At that time, I think, there were about 650 forces. It was going fast enough, but I bought her in the fall, the weather was transitional, I didn't have time to get to the adjuster, see how she behaved, and everything else. I went successfully in a light frost, accelerated, I had a supercharger, about 3 bars, in my opinion, and just burst the walls of the cylinders.
I'll ask one question. It was fun. Was the ride fun?
The ride was very fun and fast. As if at first I did not understand what kind of car it was, what kind of unit it was. Further, as they say, I joined the ranks of those who begin to study the engineering mathematical part, to understand internal combustion engines, how it all happens, why and how it is built, because I am not a technical person. We are bad friends with technology. Well, now we are probably already good friends. Somehow, I decided to build the car in the RPM team in Dnipropetrovsk at Raul's. Because they have two fast 10s, Ukrainian time attack. They drive steadily and fast. I decided to build a car there.
Build, how is it?
Well, look, we threw out the old engine.
By the way, what is the name of the engine? I was sure called 4G63, you said differently.
You took me by surprise, I read, but I already forgot the name.
Bad internet in the forest, but that's okay. Guys, in the comments, write the name of the engine for 10, R4, what is the name of the marking of this engine, please, because we don't know. We know how much it costs and how it rides, but unfortunately we do not know its markings.
It is a fact. It turns out that I joined the project. In fact, we decided to completely change the configuration, switch to another turbine, change the cylinder head. That is, to completely build a car, virtually from scratch. In addition to the outer and inner shell, it was also necessary to work specifically on the engine. Dude, this was my third Evo. Moreover, I ruined the first engine on the new Evo, which had 8,000 miles, it was still under warranty. Apparently I have some kind of fate, or I'm just not a technical specialist.
I think you have the ability to mend with your foot.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yes, 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 yes.
In short, I successfully ruined the engine here too. Cylinder walls burst, the block was thrown out, troubleshooting was done. Here is the coolest turbo kit from HKS, that is, in principle, this is a stroker kit that allows you to turn the car up to 8,200.
What is its price and equipment?
Listen, I bought it from Max in the 8th year, if I'm not mistaken, it cost, together with the power unit, almost $5,000, he bought it together with the power unit.
So high quality set that he is 13 years old.
Yes.
13 years of this set.
Yes.
You can imagine how long quality Japanese parts live, how durable they are.
We only changed the pistons, we ordered custom G pistons, which are reinforced, for detonation, for bad gasoline, God forbid, or something else. That is, which, really, should keep yes. I bought a new power unit, because we decided not to shell the car, I decided to assemble it on a stock power unit. We bought a new block and the project of life began, because I will not call it otherwise. I thought that I would already buy a car, it would be fast, I would only drive it, enjoy it, and so on, but everything is different. From the moment I bought it, he had 37,000 kilometers, now 50. In 3 years I have traveled 13,000 kilometers.
I propose to open the hood and show the 700 horsepower engine as it looks in a Mitsubishi. In fact, everyone is interested in the financial side. How much does it all cost?
Let me tell you, it's not a problem.
Oh, what a cool membrane.
We tried to keep the style.
Even more beautiful than in my Porsche.
We tried to keep the style. It is clear that there is a large intercooler, a large 4-inch intake. We have machined the head, but we have not yet finished the project, because my intake manifold is also being finalized, it will also be machined, enlarged, and so on. We switched to another turbine, we switched to Garrett 30 Gen 2. A fairly run-in, understandable turbine, which allows you to remove 700 or more on methanol.
Второй генерации достаточно обкатанная, понятная турбина, которая позволяет снять на метаноле 700 плюс сил.
I built this car in such a way that it should be a daily, plus, as it were, a weekend car.
Prove it.
I ride it to work.
Maybe you drive the kids in it, too.
The car has a child seat.
What are you talking about? Let's go and see. Guys, it really stands there, in the center. This is very cool. I think that this is your daughter's favorite place. She sees everything.
She watches TV and likes to watch appliances.
Very cool idea. Cool approach, I really like it. What about the prices?
You know.
Let's get prices. Under the hood we see beauty. How much does it cost? We announced that there were $80,000 in the car.
My wife will watch this channel.
Yes.
You understand, when we build cars, we lower prices when we come home.
Of course.
So that.
Hi to your wife. What is her name?
Victoria.
Victoria, like my daughter. Look, Victoria, I'm saying hello to you, and I want to say a phrase that I once said and thought that the phrase is smart: a man should motivate himself. This is a very great motivator. Choose, either he invests in a car, or in another woman. I think the car is safer. On this, tell me about the prices.
The buyer called me, a guy from Lviv. I gave him the spec list. He calculated a new spec list, for new parts. $87,000 came out, all modifications of the car. Excluding car.
That is, the spec list for the car. At the new prices, $87,000.
He said.
The price without the cost of the car, roughly speaking. How much money does it take to make 700 horsepower with our from Mitsubishi? What do you think? I think 20,000, 15, 20, probably.
20 because everyone forgets to count work.
Well, yes.
People consider iron.
Yes.
But they forget that they can experiment on the machine. As you say, the experiment may fail. It may be successful, or it may be unsuccessful. Maybe everything will work right away, maybe not right away.
You're at the peak, 700 forces, 6 seconds 100 to 200. The project is almost $100,000, what next?
I'm thinking downgrade the car because it's a very powerful car. Someone provokes you in the city, it happens, or he is wound up.
Big risks.
This is a bullet, so there are good brakes here. Nevertheless, this is a bullet that you need to know how to control.
By the way, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I want to say for the brakes. I know all Evolution have Brembo, right?
Yes.
Here stands AP Racing.
6-piston brake kit.
Tell me, because I was surprised when I saw it for the first time.
Look, any fast car should both go fast and slow down just as fast.
Even faster.
Even faster, you're right.
Brakes allow you not to stop quickly, but to go fast, so the first thing you need to put on the car is, of course, the braking system. Here it is very cool done. By the way, let's talk about the wheels.
Oh, it's a classic.
Come on, tell Roma.
Listen, this is T-37, I have 5 of them, because there should always be a 5th spare, considering our roads.
It's Ukraine, baby.
It is Ukraine. There are cool pads, more precisely from Raybestos.
I don't even know those.
Listen, I'll tell you more. I tried Paget on a different machine this year and loved it.
Seriously?
I will probably switch to Paget.
Is this a factory item?
No.
Tell me about the styling.
If you take this car in the factory one, put a stock Evo near it, it will be wider. Because there are plastic wings here, they are extended. You see, the carbon hood, the rear arches, we slightly increased in order to make it all look in unison. We made a splitter with Yarek, I wanted it like that.
About the fact that these cars notice everything around. CamAZ is coming, you can show it by the way. Look, even CamAZ slows down and honks. We sit inside our Evo 10 and try to drive, and in the evening there will be races, but before that we will measure it, because Roma says that there is a little more than 700 forces. I don't believe it, I suggest checking it out. I didn't even reconfigure anything after you, we are like brothers, everything fits. Well, now I'm driving our Evo. Guys, great driving. Space acceleration. What else can I say? Fucking Japanese classics. We are now going to the dyno to measure the car. As always, I will bet, as always, I will lose, well, something like that. Look. Fill-in. Dima fill-in.
Today is really a gathering.
Guys, it looks like 300 forces. This is what 700 looks like. Channel Fresh, the best cars of Ukraine. We are already with our friends, at the upstage. They, as always, help us out. I hold the microphone in my hands for a reason. I will now ask the guys, how much power is in this car? This is your favorite heading, rates. I say what's in this car. No, I'll probably ask first. Vlad, what do you think, how much power is in this car?
680, 690.
Vlad is the owner of this company. Vlad, you speak. I say right away, if you guess right, we will cut it out, you guess every time.
Let it be 698 and a half.
698 and a half. Roma?
720.
720 forces. My bets. I think that without methanol there will be 650 horsepower, and with methanol it will be 725 horsepower. We're going to measure. Vlad, I think that you will let me win this time already. Let's start. We measured our Evo, and you know, none of us got it right. Vlad, our assistant, was the closest. Vlad, I think you will let me win this time. The car showed 666 newtons and almost 660 horsepower. Vlad, comment on this graph. What was the measurement, what did we get and how it looks?
On methanol, the car swells up to 4,500 revolutions, a flat torque curve, until 4.5 rides, and then begins to tear everyone and everything.
That is, a good schedule, no drawdowns. The car does not deflate to the end, in fact, and I really like the moment graph, it is generally just perfect, smooth.
Yes.
We only get a noticeable drop at 7,500, and even then it is not very critical. We are going to the competition. And before leaving for the competition, we also caught a very interesting person here. Guys, this man had at one time the fastest and most powerful evolution in the post-Soviet countries. This is Dima Filin, meet him, now I will ask him a few questions. Dima set up a rally Subaru. Actually, he is in the past and at heart he is the most fierce racer I know. I know that you had the fastest Evo in the post-Soviet countries, is that true?
Both in Europe and in third world countries.
Dmitry Filin has 9 and 2. Oleg has 9 and 6. Applause. Filin Dima is the champion, in Pasha the second place. Dmitry Filin, 8,687. 273 kilometers an hour.
Third in the world in terms of power, was it a 9?
7.
7. Since we got you here, I'm an Evo 9 fan, a real fan. Consider that the 10th is not very good, although this is our hero, but I consider him not as charismatic as the 9th. Which Evo is the best among them?
Difficult. Evo is so versatile that there is probably no perfect evolution. The 10th has a very good head. The power you saw, the power is very cool, but the block is weaker than in 9s. There is such a tendency that these cars go faster along the ring road now.
Faster.
Yes, but maybe because no one compared the 7 and 9 with them.
Dim, is the Evo time gone?
No.
Did you have a car? What power was it? We will now insert frames. She set records in the CIS, in my opinion.
There were 975 forces in the top level stand.
What is your best time?
8, 65 or 7.
Was there no faster evolution in the CIS?
I think no.
Okay, it wasn't.
There were good times.
There were good times. Guys, the whole CIS knew and knows him. I watched you from the stands, then I drove a modest BMW E36. I never dreamed of such times. Guys, we say goodbye to Dima. If you need to set up a car for a rally, welcome to him. If you need to set up a city car, upstage. Enough bullshit, let's go to battle.
The old-fashioned way. We have some problem, or methanol, or something.
That's cool.
The flames shot up half a meter.
Guys, cheaters have arrived, pour liquid, drive on alcohol. That is, we are on Evo, honest, decent people. People came to Elantra, 600 forces, they want to win here, but I think that we will pierce them.
I have the second canister of the 100th.
Is it the 100th?
I bought everything for the whole trip.
Cool drive. Guys, we have a heading, the key. As always, Japan is always ascetic, the perfect self-tapping screw, as in many Japanese keys. The button for opening, closing, opening the trunk, there is almost nothing more interesting here, but it still lights up. Here is a light bulb. Guys, I have not been so happy for a long time. When you watch the video, I think it will be a rainy and cool evening, but today I am in shorts and we are shooting an autumn-winter collection for you, 21-22. And you know, there are such fantastic cars at our races today. There were 5 cars, 4 of which were in our videos, all of them have about 600 forces, and they all won in their videos, their races. And today we have Evolution, our hero, it has 660 horsepower, about the same number of newtons. He will be thrown a fight by a BMW M240i, an all-wheel drive car on a modern box, 600 and more horsepower. Our next participant is a BMW M4 Stage 2 for 550 horsepower and about 600 newtons. A very fierce car, it drives fast, it's just fantastically beautiful, rate its wheels, I really like it. And of course the pearl of our channel. The video with this car has received the most views on our YouTube, 400,000. One of the first cars we filmed.
It's not going yet, and it's already scary.
Gotta step back, might get some oil on it. The Elantra used to have 500 horsepower, now it has 600. Now 500 on the wheel and 600 on the motor. Tesla Model 3. The owner of this car is a very charismatic person, my friend is the owner of C63, this fierce C, that you see now. Drifting. He drives this car every day, it has 385 forces. All cars will compete at a speed of 60, 200, and only this car will go at a speed of 50, or 60 to 150, because we understand that after 150 the electrician stops, in this car too, because only 385 horsepower. I regret that summer is ending, I think that such evenings are one of the last, we will try to convey emotions to you as much as possible, because we have here 2,500 horsepower, perhaps more. And I think the race will be fierce. Let's go. Guys, now we have M4 Stage 2 race against Evo. Let's start.
Yes.
Go. 1, 2, 3. Fuck.
Yes, look.
Wow, fuck. Guys, M4 we have so far defeated. 550 forces, it was expected, one of the weakest rivals, it will be more interesting further. 1, 2, 3. BMW gave up. 550 forces, surrendered. Well, I'm sorry guys, you have an appointment today. Yes, we beat you.
You need to at least warm up the rubber. Drive forward.
Guys, we have a race with Elantra, 600 forces. Let's see what happens, what we get. Elantra with mechanics and front-wheel drive. 1, 2, 3. Guys, now we are doing the second race with Elantra in 600 forces. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now we are specifying the car. Everything is fine.
Let's go, we don't know.
Let's go, we don't know. We've got some sort of micro-technical problem. Maybe methanol.
Now let's check.
Let's.
If we consider that we missed the pass twice, then we overtook you.
Guys, you didn't drive around us. We have some kind of problem. Our car is a little out of order. You have surpassed only yourself.
Understood. Argument.
Phew.
It won't help you.
It's already over, unfortunately. It won't help you, but it helped us. We ran out of methanol.
Come on again. Let's go again.
Let's go again, let's go again.
I thought that the Evo would not live to see me.
Do you think?
Thought.
1, 2, 3. The Elantra starting to fall behind. Confidently overtaking.
Unfortunately.
Last competitor for today.
We are going now from M240I to 667. 1, 2, 3.
Good man. Good.
One, 2, 3. Guys, almost a draw. We ran out of gas, damn it. What cannot be said, so as not to lie?
In short, folks, Tesla Model 3 versus BMW M4.
1, 2, 3. Guys, let's go to our Evo. Now, we have already come to the end of the race. The car showed itself just great. Fast, reliable, comfortable, the driver is simply top-notch. The box is switched at lightning speed, and let's still talk about rivals. Our charismatic owner and his Elantra has become, let me remind you, more powerful. A year and a half ago it had 500, now it has 600 forces. It loses a little to our Evo, there is a small speed range where it stays on par, and even at high speeds it overtook us once. We accelerated in the wrong gear. But in principle, if you take race after race, then it loses a little, only because of the mechanical transmission, they are very equal in power. And if it has a little less power than our Evo, and take into account that there is one drive, then I think the losses are, of course, less, and the use of the car is about the same, but since the implementation in Evolution is better, so the result of the race is, then that Evo wins. Let's go further. We have M4. Each time the car lost, but this does not make it a loser, because I consider it the most beautiful in our review. Look at her wheels, look at her styling, very cool, charismatic, interesting car. This is, in principle, natural, because the car has 550 horsepower, which is 100 less than most of our competitors, so the result is obvious. But you must admit, the styling of this car deserves respect. Let's move on to our Deuce. We had it on review. It's a very fast car. The man is engaged in tuning, but of course he also used a few cheats. The car was driven simply on alcohol, the fuel was E40, I even think it was somewhere around E45. It turned out to be a little faster than our Evo, not much, but it overtakes us in every race. All the same, even with the same power, 6 cylinders, cooler, of course, than 4. Basically, that's all I have. The races were as cool as possible, we got the maximum of emotions, very cool cars, very powerful and charismatic. That's all for us. Sergio was with you, Lake Kiev, Ukraine. Thanks to all. Race, ride, have fun, and enjoy with us. Well, do you want to get good videos in winter? Don't get. Now let's shoot some dirt. Wanted Evo, get Evo 10. Like, not Kamael Fo, maybe show your leg.
Nope, finished. What's next? Just. Yes, you can.
Meet. That was good.
Yes.
It was the norm. Guys, who's on our review? Please get ready. Look at Roman, he's just super, just super. And you got a spitting lens, man, is that normal? Is it not visible? Seriously?
It's corporal.
Yo yo. Oh my god, it's right there. Who needs meat from America? Damn, I'm starting to talk some kind of nonsense. A meatball from America, damn it. Nonsense. What the fuck is meat? This person is the top dude on 240i, she is the fastest.
We don't want him to be left behind.
Are we defeated or not? They say they won, I say they can beat themselves.
They went to refuel.
Make him a box, man.
And you sell him a box.
We don't have one, we don't parse OFS. They do something without talking about it. Did you take out the spare?
I do not have.
No spare.
Nope.
We're in the car.
Alcohol posted. Fill in BMW.
Drink for courage. Grown boys have fun, girls don't care, right?
Yes.
That's how you guys are, right? It is interesting when the guys share their victories and defeats, who is longer and who is thicker, and who is better, yes.
Yes. Go.
Open your mouth.
What for?
Open your mouth. Dude, now look.
Fuck.